The aswang is one of the most feared creatures in Filipino folklore. It's not just one entity, it's a whole category of terrifying beings, each with its own dark abilities and chilling stories. Across the Philippines, the aswang has many forms, blending into society by day and transforming into deadly predators by night. Today, we're diving into the top 10 types of aswangs that haunt the corners of Filipino mythology. Starting at number 10, we have the manananggal. This creature is one of the most recognizable in the aswang family. By day, she is a beautiful woman living among the villagers, but by night, she undergoes a horrifying transformation. Her upper body separates from her lower half, sprouting massive bat-like wings as she flies into the night in search of prey. The manananggal is notorious for feeding on the hearts of fetuses. Using her long, needle-like tongue, she can extend her reach, slipping through cracks in roofs to feed on pregnant women. Her lower half remains hidden in the forest or in tall grass. The only way to destroy her is to find her lower body and cover it in salt or ash, preventing her from rejoining before sunrise. Without her other half, the manananggal will perish. Next is the tik-tik. The tik-tik works closely with the manananggal, but can also be a separate entity on its own. This creature is known for its deceptive hunting technique. Its signature call mimics the sound of a bird, but here's the terrifying twist. The sound grows fainter as the creature approaches. Victims believe danger is far away, when in reality the tik-tik could be lurking just outside their home. It uses sharp claws and keen senses to locate prey. Many believe the tik-tik is the manananggal's scout, alerting her to vulnerable victims. To ward it off, people often use blades of bamboo, mirrors, or old coins around their homes. Now, let's talk about the wakwak. The wakwak is another flying aswang, but unlike the manananggal, it doesn't detach from its body. Instead, it's known for its powerful wings that make a distinct wakwak sound as it soars through the night. This sound strikes fear into villagers because it signals that the wakwak is near, hunting for humans to rip apart with its talons. Unlike the manananggal, the wakwak doesn't need to target pregnant women. Anyone caught in its path becomes prey. Some stories say the wakwak is actually the spirit of a restless soul, cursed to hunt the living forever. Fire and garlic are common deterrents to keep this vicious creature at bay. At number 7 is the sigbin. This aswang is known for its strange, animalistic appearance. It's often described as a dog-like beast, but with the unsettling habit of walking backward. Its head lowers between its legs, making it appear even more grotesque. The sigbin is believed to suck the life out of children or drink their blood while they sleep. Some say the sigbin is invisible to the human eye, only revealing itself when it strikes. Its presence is often marked by the smell of rotten eggs or sulfur. A sigbin is known to bring misfortune or death to entire villages, making it one of the most feared aswangs in rural areas. Coming in at number 6 is the tanak. This creature preys on a victim's sense of compassion. The tanak takes the form of an abandoned infant crying in the forest. When an unsuspecting person picks up the child, the tanak reveals its true form, a tiny monster with sharp claws and teeth, and attacks. Tianaks are believed to be the spirits of unbaptized children who died and returned to seek revenge. They feed on the blood of those who fall for their deception. Many villagers avoid traveling at night to prevent crossing paths with this vengeful aswang. Next up is the balbal. The balbal is essentially a ghoul, preying on corpses rather than living humans. It lurks in graveyards, sniffing out the scent of the recently deceased. The balbal is said to have the strength to break open coffins, feasting on the flesh of the dead. To cover its tracks, the balbal replaces the body with a banana trunk, leaving families to mourn without realizing the body has been stolen. Fire and loud noises can scare the balbal away, but it often returns once the area is quiet. At number 4 is the amalanhig. The amalanhig is essentially the Filipino version of a zombie. These creatures are believed to be aswangs who failed to transfer their powers before dying. Instead of passing peacefully, they rise from the dead and hunt humans. The amalanhig is known to chase victims relentlessly, but fortunately it moves in a stiff, uncoordinated manner. Villagers say climbing a tree or crossing water can save you, as the amalanhig struggles to follow. Despite their sluggish movements, encountering one is still a terrifying ordeal. Number 3 on our list is the aswang na lakao, or shape-shifting aswang. This creature blends seamlessly into human society, appearing as ordinary men or women during the day. By night, however, they take on the forms of dogs, cats, pigs, or even humans with distorted features. These aswangs are incredibly hard to detect, making them some of the most dangerous types. They hunt silently, feeding on human organs or stealing body parts without leaving any trace. Villagers believe garlic, blessed rosaries, or whipping a shapeshifter with a stingray tail can expose their true form. Coming in at number 2 is the mankukulam. The mankukulam isn't physically monstrous, but wields a different kind of fear, the power of witchcraft. This aswang uses spells, hexes, and curses to bring harm to others. Often their curses manifest as illness or unexplained bad luck. Some mankukulam practice for personal gain, but others use their powers for revenge. To protect against them, villagers wear amulets or seek the help of healers. Finally, at number 1 is the most feared aswang of them all, the balang. The balang is a towering, horse-headed creature with the body of a man. It lives deep in the mountains and forests, guarding sacred places. The balang is known to trick travelers, leading them in circles for hours. Despite its terrifying appearance, the balang rarely harms humans unless provoked. Folklore says offering tobacco or bowing politely can earn the creature's respect and safe passage. The aswang isn't just a myth, it's a living part of Filipino culture that continues to shape the stories passed down through generations. These creatures reflect fears, cautionary lessons, and even societal values. Whether it's the blood-sucking manananggal, the deceiving tanak, or the powerful balang, each aswang represents a unique warning or moral. But beyond the fear, these stories bring communities together, connecting them through shared beliefs and traditions. They serve as reminders to respect the unknown, protect the vulnerable, and always be cautious when wandering alone at night. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of Filipino folklore, let me know in the comments which aswang fascinates you the most, or if you've heard of any other terrifying creatures that deserve a spotlight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into myths, legends, and the darker corners of folklore from around the world.